Good evening. You're watching Reporter's Diary on the Eco of India's digital platforms. And before we move ahead with our team of reporters, let me share with you the major points which are in news today. A day after Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar faced opposition's ire, State's Education Minister Meva Lal Chaudhary today resigned from the post. Chaudhary tendered his resignation just after 3 days after being sworn in as a member of Nitish Kumar's cabinet. He sent his resignation immediately after assuming charge at 1 p.m., sources said. The JDU leader had been named and accused in a 5-year-old case relating to alleged irregularities in appointment of teachers and technicians at Bihar Agricultural University, Bhagalpur, where he was the vice chancellor. The union government has rushed high-level teams to Haryana, Rajasthan, Gujarat, and Manipur, where surge in COVID-19 cases are being witnessed. The teams will visit districts reporting high number of COVID-19 cases and support the state's efforts towards strengthening containment, surveillance, testing, and efficient clinical management of positive cases. With the spike in Delhi new COVID cases and fatalities in Delhi, the spillover effect is being observed in the NCR regions within Haryana and Rajasthan, where the number of COVID positive patients is on the rise, the health ministry said today. 4 suspected Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists were killed and 2 policemen were injured in a gun battle on the Jammu-Srinagar National Highway after a truck carrying a group of infiltrated militants was intercepted by security forces on the outskirts of Jammu city on Thursday, police said. According to IGP of Jammu, Mukesh Singh, the terrorists came to execute a big plan which has now been foiled. In Srinagar, IGP Kashmir Vijay Kumar said the 4 terrorists were on their way to the Kashmir Valley to disturb the District Development Council DDC polls scheduled later this month, as Pakistan has been trying to cause trouble in the political process. Supreme Court today said state government's consent is mandatory for a CBI investigation in its jurisdiction and the agency cannot conduct probe without its nod. A bench of Justices A.M. Khanvilkar and B.R. Gavai said the provisions are in tune with the federal character of the Constitution, which has been held to be one of its basic structures. The apex court referred to Section 5 and 6 of the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act, which deals with extension of powers and jurisdiction of special police establishment to other areas and consent of state government to exercise of powers and jurisdiction. An anti-terrorism court in Pakistan today sentenced Mumbai terror attack mastermind and Jamaat-ud-Dawa chief Hafiz Saeed to 10 years in jail in 2 more terror cases. Saeed was arrested on July 17 last year in the terror financing cases. He was sentenced to 11 years in jail by an anti-terrorism court in February this year in 2 terror financing cases. He is lodged at the Lahore's high security Court Lakhpat jail. So these are the major points in news today. Now I am joined by our team of reporters, Riddhi, Asmita, and Razia. First, with you, Asmita, what all happening at your end?
Hi, Sophia. The news that I have from the hills, the tourism wing of the ruling Sikkim Krantakari Morcha today had a meeting with Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang and discussed way on how to develop tourism sector in the state. And so the Chief Minister gave them several advice for the improvement of the area that is one of the biggest revenue earners of the state. And the tourism wing will visit various tourist destinations of the state and see the state of affairs there. And also, Savita's wing requested the CM to place the demand before the central government for upgradations of Pakyong Airport into an international airport. And Savita wing also made various other suggestions to the Chief Minister for the development for tourism sector in the hills. That's all from my side.
All right, Asmita, thank you so much. We now first move on to Port Blair with Razia because it seems there's a connectivity issue at Port Blair's end. So we will have Razia first and then we move on to Riddhi. Yes, Razia, what all happening?
Good evening, Shafi. As you know, I am outside today, so I would like to give my reports from Port Blair city itself today. Shafi, in Rang contact tracing positive is going on at Middle Andaman, and the daily wages are the mostly affected people. They are logged in and they are not able to go out for their daily earning, and their daily wages are stopped right now. But those who are enjoying are the government servants. Though they are logged in, but still they are getting monthly salary. So the locals of Rangat requested the local administration to provide ration kits, vegetables, etc., so that it would be better for them to survive. Otherwise, they are to go in a starvation. And today I am going to give only one news from Port Blair. That's all from Port Blair for now.
All right. Thank you, Razia. We now move on to Riddhi. Yes, Riddhi.
Hi, Safi. The first story that I would like to share is West Bengal Governor Jagdeep Dhankar today said political killings are continuing unabated in the state, and the Chief Minister, Chief Secretary, and the DGP have not issued any firm directive to the police and administration to be politically neutral, despite his insistence. In a video uploaded on Twitter, the governor, who had been at loggerheads with the Trinamool Congress government since he assumed office in July 2019, claimed that the administration has become so politicized that it is difficult to uphold the democratic system in the state. And in another development, the Calcutta High Court today refused to allow Chhath Puja rituals at Subhash Sarabor and Ravindra Sarabor, rejecting a modification applications by the West Bengal government. The division bench rejected the state's application, observing that apart from pollution of the water body, there are concerns about the coronavirus-related health issues too. That's all I have from Kolkata.
All right, Riddhi, Asmita, Razia, thanks for joining Reporters Diary. Viewers, this is all we have in Reporters Diary this evening, but please do join us tomorrow again, and we will be back with more and lots of news. Thanks for watching.